The law of attraction is not just about thinking positively. It's about acting on your dreams and trusting that the universe will meet you halfway. The power to attract success lies in your mindset. Think big, act boldly, and the universe will match your efforts. Believe in yourself and trust the process. Success is drawn to those who have faith in their journey. In this video, we're going to break down exactly what the law of attraction is, how it works, and how you can apply it to your own life. But here's the catch. It's not about simply wishing for things to happen. It's about creating the right mindset, taking consistent action, and trusting the process. Whether you're looking to improve your career, your relationships, or your personal growth, the law of attraction can help guide you. It's about aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with what you truly want to achieve. And the best part, you don't have to do it alone. The universe, or whatever you believe in, is always working in the background to help you along the way. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll have clear, actionable steps to start attracting the success you deserve, starting right now. Let's dive in. My friends, in our previous discussions, we have explored the profound truth that you are the sole architect of your life. We have understood that your choices, not your circumstances, determine your destiny. But if choice is the hammer, then what is the forge? If we are the architects, what is the raw material we work with? The answer, a principle as old as time and as practical as physics, is the law of attraction. Now, I know what you might be thinking. You've heard this phrase before. You've heard people speak of it as a mystical force, a spiritual shortcut, or a new age fantasy. You've seen it presented as a passive act of wishing and waiting for the universe to simply deliver your desires to your doorstep. But I'm here to tell you that this is not what the law of attraction is. And this misunderstanding is the single greatest obstacle between you and the life you want to create. The true law of attraction is not a mystical concept. It is a practical, actionable, and scientific principle of focus and energy. It is the engine that transforms your thoughts into your reality. It is the tool that gives your choices their power. Let's demystify this. The law of attraction operates on a simple, irrefutable truth. What you focus on grows. What you give your attention to, you attract. This is not magic. It is the power of your mind's magnetic energy. Your thoughts are not just fleeting ideas. They are powerful signals you are sending into the world. They are the seeds you are planting, and your emotions are the water and sunlight that make them grow. Think of your mind as a garden. If you choose to plant seeds of positive thoughts, of unwavering belief, of a clear vision for your future, you will grow a garden of success. But if you allow your mind to be overrun with weeds of self-doubt, of fear, and of scarcity, those are the things that will grow stronger, faster, and more suffocating. This is the simple, honest mechanism of the law of attraction. It is about understanding that you are not a passive observer of your life. You are an active gardener, cultivating your reality with every thought you choose to entertain. The weak version of you operates the law of attraction in its passive mode. It daydreams about success, it wishes for things to happen, and it hopes for a lucky break. This is a futile, powerless approach. You can wish for a new business all day long, but without the soil of belief and the water of consistent action, that wish will simply wither and die. The strong version of you, however, operates the law of attraction in its active mode. It understands that this law is not a cosmic delivery service. It is a cosmic partnership. It is a dynamic exchange between your internal world and the external reality. You do not just attract success. You attract the opportunities, the people, the resources, and the situations that you need to take action. When I say thoughts create reality, I am not giving you a license to daydream. I am giving you a command to cultivate mental discipline. The strong version of you understands that a thought without action is just an intention, but a thought that is backed by unwavering belief and followed by consistent, inspired action that is a force of nature. The law of attraction is not just about what you think. It is about the three-part alignment. Your beliefs, the deep-seated convictions you hold about yourself and your potential. Your emotions, the feelings that those beliefs generate excitement, confidence, gratitude. Your actions, the consistent, purposeful steps you take that are in harmony with your beliefs and emotions. If there is a disconnect anywhere in this chain, the entire system breaks down. If you believe you can succeed, but your emotions are filled with fear, you will attract only obstacles. If you believe and feel that success is yours, but your actions are inconsistent and lazy, you will find yourself surrounded by opportunities you are not prepared to seize. The secret to mastering this law is to realize that it is a reflection of your internal state. It is a mirror. It doesn't bring you what you want, it brings you a reality that matches who you are. Therefore, the first step to attracting success is to become the person who is worthy of it. It is to do the inner work, to cultivate the mindset, and to build the character that success is drawn to. The true genius of the law of attraction lies in its impact on your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is a powerful computer, and its programming is based on the thoughts and emotions you feed it every day. When you focus on a clear vision of success and an unshakable belief in your ability to achieve it, you are reprogramming this computer. You are telling it to look for opportunities, to see solutions where others see problems, and to drive you to take the actions necessary to make that vision a reality. The weak version of you allows its subconscious mind to be programmed by the external world, by the news, by negative people, by past failures. It allows a program of fear and scarcity to run, and then it wonders why its life is filled with fear and scarcity. The strong version of you, however, understands that you have the power to take control of this programming. By consciously and consistently feeding your mind with positive, empowering thoughts, you activate a new program, a program of abundance and possibility. Your mind, in turn, will begin to work for you, not against you. It will begin to seek out and find the very things you have told it to look for. This is not magic, this is neuroscience. Your brain, through a mechanism known as the reticular activating system, RAS, is designed to filter out information that it deems irrelevant and to focus on information that it has been told is important. When you give your brain a clear, powerful command of what you want, it will begin to show you the path to get there. It will show you the opportunities that were there all along, but which you were previously unable to see. The most critical component of the law of attraction is unwavering belief. Belief is the magnetic core of your being. It is the raw material that gives your thoughts their power. You must believe with every fiber of your being that the success you desire is not only possible, but is already on its way to you. The weak version of you says, "I'll believe it when I see it." This is a powerless position. It is a declaration of dependency on the outside world. It is a passive act of waiting for proof. The strong version of you says, "I'll see it when I believe it." This is a position of ultimate power. It is a declaration of self-reliance. It is an active act of creating your own proof. This unwavering belief is what activates the law of attraction. It is the fuel that gives your thoughts and emotions their potency. When you believe, truly believe, that you are worthy of success, that you are capable of achieving your goals, that you have what it takes to win, your energy shifts, your posture changes, your voice becomes stronger, your actions become more confident. And it is this powerful, confident, and magnetic energy that draws success to you. This is where the magic happens. When you align your thoughts, your belief, and your actions, success is no longer something that is out of reach. It becomes inevitable. The law of attraction is not about sitting back and waiting for life to hand you success. It is about recognizing the immense power within you, tuning into that power, and putting it to work. You can attract the success you desire, but it starts with your thoughts, your vision, and your unwavering belief that it's already yours. Now that we have truly understood this principle, the next step on this journey is to put it to work. How do we take this knowledge and turn it into a powerful, practical force in our lives? The answer lies in the next principle, developing a positive mindset that is ready to receive the abundance you are about to attract. The law of attraction is always working, but it requires your participation. What is one thing from this video you will start implementing today? Share your commitment in the comments below. Your journey begins with a single step. Let's take it together. Subscribe and join our community of creators. My friends, in our previous deep dive, we unveiled the true nature of the law of attraction. We saw it not as some mystical, passive force, but as a practical, scientific principle of focus and energy. We learned that our thoughts are the seeds we plant in the garden of our reality, and that our unwavering belief is the sunlight that makes them grow. But to plant those seeds effectively, you must first have the right tool. You must have the right lens. Your mindset is that lens. It is the filter through which you view the world. And if that lens is clouded with negativity, fear, and doubt, then that's all you will ever see. You will see obstacles where others see opportunities. You will see scarcity where others see abundance. You will see problems where others see solution. The truth is, you cannot attract what you want if you do not believe you deserve it. If you're constantly telling yourself that you're not good enough, that you're not capable, or that success is only for other people, then you're not just limiting yourself, you're actively blocking your own success. This is why a positive mindset is not a luxury. It is the fundamental foundation of everything you want to achieve. It is the very first step in aligning your internal world with the external success you seek. A positive mindset is not about ignoring challenges or pretending that everything is perfect. That is a naive and ultimately self-defeating approach. A truly positive mindset is a resilient mindset. It's an attitude that says, I know life is filled with obstacles, and I know setbacks will come, but I also know I am capable of overcoming them. I know I can learn, I can grow, and I can persevere. This perspective doesn't deny reality, it empowers you to conquer it. One of the first and most critical things you must do is to become the architect of your own thoughts. Your thoughts are not random occurrences, they are a habit. And just like any other habit, you can change them. I want you to pay attention to your thoughts. Take a step back and become an observer of your own mind. What are the first thoughts you have when you wake up? Are they thoughts of dread and worry, or are they thoughts of purpose and possibility? What do you think about during the day? Do you find yourself leaning toward negativity and self-doubt, or do you gravitate toward positivity and self-belief? It is vital to understand that your thoughts directly influence your emotions, and your emotions fuel your actions. If you're thinking negatively, chances are you'll feel discouraged, and when you feel discouraged, you're less likely to take action toward your goals. This creates a self-fulfilling prophecy of failure. You think a negative thought, you feel a negative emotion, and you take no action, which reinforces the initial thought. It is a vicious cycle. But here is the good news. You can choose to shift your focus. It all starts with awareness. By becoming aware of your thoughts, you can begin to choose new ones. You can actively replace those negative, limiting beliefs with positive, empowering thoughts. Instead of saying, I can't do this, you must say, I am capable of overcoming any challenge. Instead of saying, this is too hard, you must declare, I have everything I need to succeed. This shift doesn't happen overnight, but with consistent, deliberate effort, it will begin to rewire your mind and change your life. How do we begin to cultivate this positive mindset on a daily basis? One of the most powerful and transformative tools at your disposal is the simple, profound practice of gratitude. I cannot tell you how powerful this simple habit can be. When you wake up in the morning, before you even get out of bed, take a moment to reflect on the things you are grateful for. It could be your health, your family, your job, or just the fact that you have another day to move closer to your goals. Gratitude is a game changer. When you focus on what you already have, you open the door to even more abundance in your life. You start to see that you already have everything you need to succeed. The energy of lack, of feeling like something is always missing, can block the flow of abundance that the law of attraction wants to bring into your life. But when you practice gratitude, you align yourself with the energy of abundance. When you are thankful for what you have, you naturally attract more of the same. The universe, or whatever higher power you believe in, notices that energy and starts sending you more things to be grateful for. Gratitude is a magnet that draws more blessings into your life. This is not a passive exercise. It is a conscious choice. If you wait until everything is perfect to be grateful, you will miss out on the abundance that is already available to you. Success isn't about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about recognizing the good in every moment, no matter how small it may seem. It is about changing your perspective. Instead of focusing on problems, Focus on what's going right. Focus on the lessons you're learning and the progress you've made. Gratitude helps you shift from a mindset of lack to one of abundance. The law of attraction is not a cold, mechanical process. It is a vibrant, living principle fueled by emotion. And when you develop a positive mindset, your energy shifts and you begin to vibrate at a higher frequency. Positivity becomes contagious, and as you radiate positive energy, you'll start attracting the right people, the right opportunities, and the right circumstances into your life. But it's not just about attracting things externally. It is a profound internal transformation. When you have a positive mindset, your self-esteem improves, your confidence grows, and you begin to make decisions from a place of empowerment, not fear. You stop asking, what if I fail? And you start asking, what if I succeed? This shift in your emotional state is what makes all the difference. When you feel genuine gratitude, joy, and confidence, you send out a powerful signal of abundance that pulls more good things into your life. Your emotions are a powerful force, and when you can master them, you can master your destiny. I want you to remember this. Developing a positive mindset is not a one-time effort. It is a daily practice. Every day you'll have to consciously choose to replace negative thoughts with positive ones. Every day you'll have to choose to believe in yourself and your ability to succeed. It takes effort, but I promise you, it is worth it. When you embrace a positive mindset, you become a magnet for success. Your actions will be fueled by determination, and success will feel more accessible than ever before. This is how the law of attraction works in your life. It starts with your thoughts, and a positive mindset is the key to unlocking the abundance you deserve. So make the choice today. Choose to focus on the positive. Choose to believe in your potential. Choose to see the opportunities in every challenge. And as you do, you will start to notice how the world around you begins to shift in your favor. It's all part of the process. It's all part of attracting success. And now that you have a powerful, positive mindset, what is the next step in this grand design? We must learn to visualize that success in a way that makes it so real, so tangible, that our subconscious mind has no choice but to believe it's already on its way. My friends, in our last conversation, we uncovered the incredible power of the positive mindset. We understood that it is the lens through which we view the world, a lens we must meticulously clean and calibrate to see the abundance that is all around us. We learned that by shifting our focus from lack to gratitude, we align our energy with the forces of success. But once you have that clear lens, what is the next step? You must point it toward a specific destination. A positive mindset, without a clear image of where you are going, is like a powerful telescope pointed at a blank sky. It has immense power, but no object to focus on. The next crucial step, the one that bridges the gap between your positive mindset and your physical reality, is visualization. Now, if you hear the word visualization and think of it as mere daydreaming or wishful thinking, I want you to discard that notion entirely. Visualization as a tool for manifesting success is far more than that. It is the active, intentional, and deliberate process of creating a vivid, clear picture in your mind of the success you want to achieve. It is a mental blueprint. It is the architectural drawing of your future, and it is a non-negotiable step in the process of attraction. Your mind is an incredibly powerful tool. It is capable of turning the images you hold in your mind into reality. But here's the key. It's not just about seeing the end result. It's about programming your subconscious mind to believe that this vision is not only possible, but is already on its way. The clearer the picture you create in your mind, the more focused and determined you'll be to bring it to life. Success is not an abstract idea. When you visualize, you make it tangible. You make it real. It's not just a dream. It's a future that you are actively working toward. It's a future that in your mind has already been lived. So, how do you actually visualize success? It's a process that goes far beyond simply imagining a picture. It's built on 4 fundamental pillars: clarity, emotional engagement, sensory immersion, and consistent repetition. Pillar 1, clarity. You can't hit a target you can't see. Your vision must be so vivid, so detailed, that you could almost reach out and touch it. Don't just say, "I want to be successful." That's a vague wish. Instead, Visualize exactly what success looks like. What car are you driving? What kind of home are you living in? What does the award you are holding feel like in your hands? What does the signed contract look like on your desk? When you make your vision crystal clear, you give your subconscious mind a powerful, undeniable command. You give it a roadmap, and it will begin to show you the way. Pillar 2, emotional engagement. This is the secret sauce of visualization. It's not enough to just see the picture, you must feel it. You must experience it in your mind as if it's already happening. Close your eyes and imagine yourself living the life you want. Feel the excitement of accomplishing your dreams. Feel the pride of reaching your goals. Feel the joy of living a life that aligns with your purpose. This emotional connection is what draws success to you. It aligns your mind, body, and spirit with your goals, and it makes you believe that what you want is not only possible, it's already on its way. Your emotions are a powerful force, and when you can master them in your visualization, you can master the process of attraction itself. Pillar 3, sensory immersion. Don't just rely on sight. Engage all of your senses. What do you hear when you are living your dream life? Is it the sound of a cheering crowd, the rustle of papers on your desk, or the quiet hum of a peaceful morning? What do you smell? The leather of a new car, the aroma of a freshly brewed cup of coffee, the scent of success? What do you taste? What do you touch? Make your visualization a full sensory experience. The more real you make it in your mind, the more your subconscious will work to make it real in your physical world. Pillar 4, consistent repetition. Visualization is not a one-time event, it is a daily practice. It is the work of programming your mind. Take a few minutes each day to immerse yourself in this vision. Do it first thing in the morning or last thing at night. The more consistent you are, the stronger your belief will become. Your mind doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's vividly imagined. When you visualize success consistently, you are training your subconscious mind to believe that it's already happening. Many people stop their visualization at the end result. They see the success, but they neglect the journey. This is a critical mistake. Real success comes from overcoming challenges, not from avoiding them. So as you visualize your journey, don't forget to include the obstacles you might face. And then see yourself moving through them with resilience, determination, and confidence. See yourself handling setbacks with grace, learning from your mistakes, and growing stronger as a result. This is a powerful form of mental rehearsal. When you face a real-world challenge, your mind will not be surprised. It will have a mental blueprint for how to handle it, and you will be able to act from a place of confidence, not fear. Visualization isn't just about sitting back and hoping things will happen. It's about becoming so aligned with your vision that it drives your actions. When you have visualized your success enough, it becomes a part of who you are. You'll start to make decisions based on that vision. Your daily actions will be aligned with your goals because you'll be constantly thinking about them, feeling them, and working toward them. And as you do this, something incredible happens. The universe begins to respond. When you send out a clear, focused energy toward your dreams, you attract people, opportunities, and resources that are in harmony with your vision. Your belief in yourself and your future success creates a magnetic energy that draws everything you need to you. You'll find that things begin to fall into place, and you'll wonder why you didn't start this process sooner. The law of attraction works through this process of visualization and belief. The clearer your vision, the more powerful your focus, and the stronger your belief in that vision, the faster you'll start to see the results you want. Visualization isn't some mystical process. It's about programming your mind for success. It's about creating the mental environment where success is not just possible, but inevitable. Now that you understand the power of visualization, the act of creating a vivid, emotional blueprint for your success, what is the next step? A blueprint is only useful if it has measurements. A grand vision is only powerful if it has clear targets. In our next conversation, we will talk about the vital importance of setting clear, specific, and measurable goals, and how they turn your mental blueprint into a practical, actionable plan. My friends, in our journey to master the law of attraction, we have progressed from a profound understanding of its principles to the powerful act of creating a vivid mental blueprint through visualization. We have learned to use the lens of a positive mindset to see a future filled with abundance, and we have practiced immersing ourselves in that vision. But a blueprint, no matter how detailed and beautiful, is merely a vision without a plan. A grand sweeping picture of your future without a specific target is like an arrow fired with immense power and precision, but with no bullseye to hit. It will fly with great force, but it will land nowhere of significance. This is where the next crucial step comes in, a step that turns your desires from vague wishes into undeniable commands. This step is the art of setting clear and specific goals. Without goals, your dreams are just vague wishes. You cannot hit a target you cannot see, and you cannot manifest what you haven't clearly defined. This is where many people get stuck. They have a general idea of what they want. I want to be successful, I want to be happy, I want to be rich, but they lack a clear path to get there. They have a destination in mind, but they have no roadmap to success. When you set specific goals, you do more than just write down a list. You create a sense of purpose and direction. You are telling the universe, and more importantly, you are telling your subconscious mind exactly what you want. You're saying, here's where I'm going, and this is how I'm going to get there. When you are clear about your goals, your mind starts to focus its energy and attention on the actions that will get you closer to them. And the more you focus on your goals, the more you align yourself with the energy of success. Now, I want you to think about this. Successful people don't just set goals for the sake of setting them. They understand the anatomy of a powerful goal. A powerful goal is not a general hope. It is a specific, measurable, and realistic command. Let's break this down. First, specificity. A vague goal is a weak goal. Instead of saying, I want to be successful, you must be specific. What does success look like for you? Does it mean growing your business by 20% in the next 12 months? Does it mean launching a new product? Does it mean losing 20 pounds? Your brain needs a clear, precise target to focus on. It needs a picture so clear that it can begin to build the mental architecture to achieve it. A specific goal gives you a destination. Second, measurability. How will you know when you've achieved your goal? If you can't measure it, you can't track your progress. A measurable goal is a powerful motivator. It gives you a way to celebrate your wins, no matter how small, and it keeps you accountable. Instead of, I want to make more money, a measurable goal is, I will earn an additional $10,000 this year. This is a target you can track, a number you can work toward. Third, actionable steps. A goal without a plan is just a wish. A powerful goal can be broken down into smaller, actionable steps. This is where the rubber meets the road. For instance, if your goal is to grow your business by 20%, an actionable step might be, I will call 5 potential clients every day. If your goal is to improve your health, an actionable step might be, I will exercise for 30 minutes each day. These small, consistent steps build momentum and keep you on track, making it easier to stay focused on your bigger goal. Fourth, meaningful connection. This is perhaps the most important part of setting a powerful goal. Your goals must resonate with your heart. They must be deeply meaningful to you. This is where many people go wrong. They set goals because they think they should, not because those goals truly matter to them. If you set goals that don't inspire you or align with your values, you will struggle to stay committed to them. Success comes when your goals are deeply connected to your passion, your purpose, and your vision for the future. When you set goals that excite you, you will find the energy and motivation to push through any challenges that come your way. When you have your specific goals in place, you create a roadmap. A roadmap is not just a list, it is a commitment. It's a declaration of your intent. Every time you look at your goal, you remind yourself that this is where you want to go, and that every action you take should bring you closer to that outcome. Without clear goals, your actions may be scattered, unfocused, and inconsistent. But when you set goals, you become purposeful. You know exactly what needs to be done, and you are motivated to take the steps to achieve it. This is the bridge between your visualization and your reality. Your visualization is the destination you've seen, but your specific goals are the GPS coordinates that get you there. A vague vision might be nice, but it won't trigger the law of attraction in a powerful way. The universe and your subconscious mind respond to clarity and purpose. When you're clear about your goals, you create a powerful magnet for success. And as you take action toward those goals, you will see how the law of attraction begins to work for you. Another important point is to track your progress. When you break your big goals down into smaller tasks, you will be able to see how far you've come. This boosts your confidence and keeps you motivated. Celebrate your wins along the way, no matter how minor they seem. Each victory brings you closer to the ultimate goal. You may also want to make sure your goals are in alignment with your vision for the life you want. True success comes when your goals reflect your values, your passions, and your true desires. The law of attraction works best when you're aligned with your inner self, and that means your goals must be an authentic reflection of what you truly want. So let me ask you this: what are your specific goals? What do you want to achieve in your life? And how can you break those big goals down into smaller, actionable steps? Remember, the universe responds to clarity and purpose. When you're clear about your goals, you create a powerful magnet for success. And as you take action toward those goals, you will see how the law of attraction begins to work for you. Setting clear, specific goals is one of the most powerful ways to focus your energy and attract success. So take the time to define your goals, break them down into actionable steps, and commit to them wholeheartedly. Success is a journey, and it all starts with a goal. Now that you have a clear destination in mind, the next logical step is to equip yourself for the journey by focusing on your greatest assets, your own unique strengths. My friends, in our last conversation, we turned our grand vision into a tangible roadmap. We took our dreams, our passions, and our desires, and we forged them into clear, specific, and measurable goals. We understood that a powerful magnet for success is born from a precise and purposeful destination. But now, with that roadmap in hand, what is your primary vehicle for the journey? What is the most powerful tool you possess to navigate the challenges, to accelerate your progress, and to ensure you reach your destination with speed and certainty? The answer is not a new skill you have to learn from scratch. It is not an external resource you have to acquire. It is something that is already within you, waiting to be fully recognized and utilized. It is your strength. In the pursuit of success, one of the most empowering things you can do is focus on your strengths. It is a fundamental shift from a mindset of lack to a mindset of abundance. It is easy to get caught up in trying to improve every little area of your life, thinking that you need to be perfect or capable of doing everything. But that is an impossible and exhausting game to play. The truth is, success doesn't come from being great at everything. It comes from being exceptional at the things that matter most to you. When you focus on your strengths, you don't just improve, you amplify your potential and unlock your greatest capacity for success. Let us confront a great fallacy that has plagued personal development for too long: the relentless pursuit of fixing your weaknesses. We are taught from a young age to identify what we are not good at, and then to pour all of our time, energy, and resources into trying to be just average at those things. This is a profound misuse of your most valuable assets. Think about it like this: your strengths are your superpowers. They are the talents, skills, and qualities that come naturally to you, or that you have honed over time. When you use your strengths, you are operating in your zone of genius. You feel confident, energized, and in a state of flow. Now, your weaknesses are simply areas where your energy is drained. When you try to force yourself to work on something you are not naturally good at, it is exhausting. It is like trying to run a race with a heavy backpack filled with rocks. You can do it, but you will never be as fast, as efficient, or as joyful as you would be if you were running with your strengths. The law of attraction is about energy. When you are focused on your weaknesses, you are operating from a place of frustration, doubt, and scarcity. And what do you think you will attract? More reasons to be frustrated, more reasons to doubt yourself, and more reasons to believe you are not good enough. When you focus on your strengths, you are operating from a place of confidence, joy, and abundance. You are putting out a powerful magnetic energy that attracts people, opportunities, and situations that are in harmony with your greatest abilities. This is the difference between struggling and soaring. This is the difference between working hard and working smart. So, how do you find these strengths? How do you unearth the gold that is already within you? Take some time to reflect. Ask yourself these questions. What do people often compliment me on? What do I enjoy doing that feels effortless? When was a time I felt in the flow where I lost all track of time? What are the things that I do that others seem to struggle with? These are the clues to your strengths. Once you identify them, your job is not to ignore your weaknesses, but to put your primary energy into polishing your strengths. For example, if you know you are a great communicator but not a great accountant, it does not mean you should ignore your finances. It means you should use your strength, communication, to find a great accountant and build a strong relationship with them. You should use your strength to earn more so you can afford to delegate your weakness. When you lean into what you do best, you can offer unique value to the world, and the world will take notice. Success is a lot about positioning yourself where you can add the most value. It's about finding what you do best and using that to help others. When you're focused on your strengths, you're not only contributing your best work, but you're also positioning yourself to attract the right opportunities. You stop trying to be someone you're not, and you start attracting people, projects, and situations that are a perfect fit for you. Focusing on your strengths also helps you to build momentum. Success is often a matter of building small wins over time. When you focus on what you're good at, those wins come more easily. You build confidence, and you start to feel unstoppable. You begin to see progress, and that progress fuels your belief in yourself and the law of attraction. As you get better and better at what you do, you begin to attract even greater opportunities, and the cycle of success accelerates. The beautiful thing about this approach is that it frees you from the paralyzing trap of comparison. When you're operating in your zone of genius, you realize that you have something unique to offer, and that's what sets you apart. You stop looking at others for validation or inspiration because you recognize that you, too, are capable of greatness. The most successful people you admire didn't get there by being great at everything. They got there by leveraging their unique strengths. They focused on what they were naturally good at, honed those skills, and used them to create value. This is the same approach you should take. It's not about being perfect in every area of your life. It's about being excellent in the areas that matter most to your success. So, embrace your strengths. Recognize your power. Put more of your energy into these areas. Seek out opportunities where you can use them. And don't be afraid to say no to things that don't align with your abilities. The more you focus on your strengths, the more you'll find that success starts to flow naturally. You'll attract the right people who value what you bring to the table. You'll find yourself in situations where you can do your best work, and that work will bring you the recognition and rewards you deserve. And as you continue to build on your strengths, you'll see how the law of attraction works with you, not just for you. Now that we have equipped ourselves with a clear roadmap and the power of our unique strengths, the next step on this journey is to learn how to cultivate the emotional fuel that will keep our engine running. This is the simple yet profound practice of gratitude, and it is what we will explore next. My friends, in our last conversation, we uncovered the incredible power of focusing on your strengths. We learned that by leveraging your unique talents and abilities, you can position yourself to create immense value and, in doing so, attract success. We understood that the path to greatness is not about being good at everything, but about being exceptional at what truly matters. But once you have identified your strengths, once you are operating in your zone of genius, what is the emotional fuel that keeps your engine running? What is the daily practice that ensures you remain aligned with the energy of success and abundance? The answer is a principle so simple, yet so profound, that it is often overlooked in our frantic pursuit of more. That principle is gratitude. Gratitude is one of the most powerful and simple practices you can adopt to attract success with the law of attraction. I've seen it time and time again. People who cultivate a mindset of gratitude consistently experience more abundance, better relationships, and greater success in all areas of their lives. The reason for this is simple. When you express gratitude, you shift your focus from what you don't have to what you already do. And in that shift, you activate a cycle of positivity that brings more of what you want into your life. Every day, we have so much to be grateful for. From the simple things like waking up in the morning to the bigger things like having opportunities to grow and learn. Gratitude is all around us. Yet many people get caught up in their struggles or their long list of wants and forget to take a moment to appreciate what they already have. And that's a big mistake, because the energy of lack of feeling like something is always missing can block the flow of abundance that the law of attraction wants to bring into your life. When you practice gratitude, you align yourself with the energy of abundance. Think about it. When you're grateful, your mind and heart are open. You're not focused on scarcity or what you don't have. You're focused on what you do have, what is working, and what is good. This mindset is magnetic. When you're thankful for what you have, you naturally attract more of the same. The universe, or whatever higher power you believe in, notices that energy and starts sending you more things to be grateful for. Gratitude is like a magnet that draws more blessings into your life. Here's a simple truth. Gratitude is a choice. It's easy to get caught up in the challenges we face, the obstacles that come our way, and the things we think are missing in our lives. But if you wait until everything is perfect to be grateful, you'll miss out on the abundance that's already available to you. Success isn't about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about recognizing the good in every moment, no matter how small it may seem. I'm not saying that life is always easy or that challenges don't come our way. They do. But the key is to focus on the good even when things aren't going your way. It's about changing your perspective. Instead of focusing on problems or difficulties, focus on what's going right. Focus on the lessons you're learning, the opportunities that exist even in the toughest situations, and the progress you've made, no matter how small. Gratitude helps you shift from a mindset of lack to one of abundance. Let me ask you this. Have you ever noticed that the more you complain about something, the worse it seems to get? The more you focus on what's wrong, the bigger those problems become. But when you start focusing on what's going right, things start to improve. You begin to see opportunities where you once saw obstacles. That's the power of gratitude. It has a way of transforming the way you see the world and helping you attract more of what you want. One of the most effective ways to practice daily gratitude is by keeping a gratitude journal. Every morning or evening, take a few minutes to write down at least 3 things you're grateful for. These can be big or small, anything that brings a sense of joy or appreciation into your life. By doing this every day, you create a habit of gratitude, and that habit trains your mind to focus on the positive. Over time, this simple practice can have a profound impact on your attitude and, ultimately, on the success you attract. Another powerful way to practice gratitude is through affirmations. Start your day by saying out loud, "I am grateful for all the blessings in my life, and I attract success and abundance with ease." These affirmations remind you that the universe is always supporting you and that you are worthy of all the good things coming your way. Affirmations not only help you focus on gratitude, but they also reinforce your belief that you deserve success. When you combine gratitude with positive affirmations, you set yourself up for a day of attraction, alignment, and abundance. But gratitude isn't just about what you say or write down. It's about how you feel. When you practice gratitude, you should really feel it in your heart. It's one thing to say, "I'm grateful," and another thing entirely to feel that sense of appreciation and joy deep inside you. The more you can feel gratitude, the stronger your energy becomes, and the more power you give to the law of attraction. Emotions are a powerful force, and when you feel genuine gratitude, you send out a vibration of positivity and abundance that pulls more good things into your life. The beauty of gratitude is that it's something you can do at any moment throughout your day. Whether you're driving to work, sitting with friends, or simply enjoying a cup of coffee in the morning, take a moment to acknowledge the good things in your life. Say thank you for the blessings you already have. The more you do this, the more you'll notice how much you have to be thankful for. And as you continue to express gratitude, you'll attract more success, more opportunities, and more happiness into your life. It's also important to remember that gratitude is a practice, not a one-time event. You can't just be grateful today and expect everything to change. You need to make it a daily habit, a part of your routine. When you commit to gratitude, you commit to a mindset that constantly focuses on the positive. Over time, this practice becomes second nature, and you start to notice shifts in your life. Things start to flow more easily, and success begins to show up in ways you never imagined. The impact of gratitude on your success is undeniable. When you are grateful, you open yourself up to the flow of abundance. You become a magnet for success because your energy is aligned with the vibration of abundance. And as you practice gratitude daily, you begin to see the results in your life. Your relationships improve, your opportunities expand, and you find yourself attracting more of what you truly want. So let me encourage you to start today. Commit to practicing gratitude every single day. Write it down, say it out loud, and feel it in your heart. Recognize the good in your life and express appreciation for it. As you do, you'll be amazed at how much more success, abundance, and happiness starts flowing into your life. The law of attraction is always working for you, and gratitude is one of the most powerful ways to activate it. Start now and watch how it transforms your life. Now that we have learned to cultivate the emotional fuel of gratitude, the next step in our journey is to ensure our environment, the very air we breathe and the people we surround ourselves with, is not poisoning our efforts. In our next conversation, we will explore the critical importance of surrounding yourself with positivity. My friends, in our last conversation, we explored the transformative power of gratitude. We learned that by cultivating a daily practice of appreciation, we align ourselves with the energy of abundance, turning our mindset into a powerful magnet for success. We understood that to receive more, we must first be grateful for what we already have. But let me ask you this. If you have a powerful magnet, but you place it in a room filled with dust and debris, will it attract the gold you seek? Will it attract the opportunities you desire? Of course not. It will attract the dust and the debris. The same is true for your mind. You can cultivate the most powerful mindset. You can practice gratitude daily. But if you place yourself in a negative environment, one filled with doubt, scarcity, and negativity, your mindset will become corrupted. Your energy will be drained. And your magnet for success will attract the very things you are trying to avoid. The people, places, and things you spend time with have a profound influence on your ability to attract success with the law of attraction. Your environment is not just the backdrop of your life, it is the very soil in which your ambition must grow. Your environment shapes you. You've heard the saying, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. That's not just a catchy phrase, it's a fundamental principle of human psychology and a core tenet of the law of attraction. If you want to attract more success, more opportunity, and more abundance into your life, you need to surround yourself with positivity. And I'm not just talking about the people around you. I'm talking about your entire environment, everything from your friends, family, and colleagues to the media you consume, the books you read, and the spaces you occupy. When you fill your life with positivity, your energy shifts. You begin to vibrate at a higher frequency, and as a result, you start to attract the good things you want into your life. To architect an environment that nurtures your growth, you must focus on 3 core pillars: your social circle, your mental diet, and your physical space. Pillar 1, your social circle. When you're around people who are constantly negative, critical, or pessimistic, it's draining. It's hard to think clearly or feel inspired in an environment that's filled with doubt, fear, and uncertainty. Negative energy can pull you down, and before you know it, you start doubting yourself and your own potential. But when you surround yourself with positive, supportive, and like-minded people, it lifts you up. You begin to believe in yourself more, and you start seeing the possibilities in front of you. Your mind is like a garden, and the people you surround yourself with are the seeds you are planting. If you spend your time with those who constantly complain, who see only obstacles, and who tell you it's impossible, those are the seeds that will grow. But if you plant seeds of hope, possibility, and positivity by spending time with people who inspire you, who challenge you, and who believe in you, you'll begin to see a garden full of opportunities, success, and abundance. You have the power to choose the seeds you plant. The people you spend time with have a direct impact on your thoughts, emotions, and actions. It's not just about avoiding negativity, it's about actively seeking out positivity. Surround yourself with people who lift you up and celebrate your successes with you. You need a support system that believes in you, even when you may not fully believe in yourself. Pillar 2, your mental diet. You also need to be mindful of the media and information you consume. What are you watching on TV? What kind of music are you listening to? What are you reading? If you're constantly filling your mind with negativity, violence, or fear, how can you expect to attract peace, success, and abundance? The content you take in shapes your thoughts and emotions, so choose wisely. Watch shows that inspire you, read books that challenge you to grow, and listen to music that uplifts your spirit. When you make the conscious decision to feed your mind with positive, empowering content, you'll begin to notice a shift in your energy and mindset. Your mental diet is just as important as your physical diet, and a steady stream of negativity will poison your spirit just as surely as junk food will poison your body. Pillar 3, your physical space. Your physical space plays a big role in your overall energy. If your environment is cluttered, chaotic, or draining, it's hard to feel motivated, productive, and inspired. On the other hand, when you create a clean, organized, and positive space, it can have an incredible impact on your mindset. A positive space doesn't have to be expensive or extravagant. It could be as simple as cleaning up your desk, putting up a few motivational quotes, or surrounding yourself with things that make you feel happy and peaceful. The environment you create should be one that reflects the person you want to become, not just who you are today. You are constantly sending messages to the universe with your environment. If you want success, create a space that aligns with that desire. Now, let me be clear, this isn't about cutting people out of your life or ignoring the challenges that come your way. Life is filled with ups and downs, and we all face difficulties. But what I'm talking about is choosing to fill your life with more positive influences than negative ones. It's about seeking out people and situations that inspire you, that challenge you, and that encourage you to reach your highest potential. Another key point is that surrounding yourself with positivity doesn't mean you need to be surrounded by people who are always telling you what you want to hear. True positivity is about being around people who are honest, who encourage growth, and who support you in achieving your dreams, even if they disagree with every decision you make. It's about having people in your life who bring out the best in you and push you to be better. At the same time, it's important to remember that positivity also means having the courage to protect your energy. Sometimes that means setting boundaries with people who are constantly negative or draining. You don't have to accept toxic relationships or situations that keep you stuck in a cycle of negativity. Protect your mental and emotional health by choosing who and what you allow into your space. Surround yourself with people and environments that support your success and well-being. In summary, to attract success with the law of attraction, you must surround yourself with positivity. This isn't just about avoiding negative people, it's about actively seeking out positivity in all areas of your life. Surround yourself with people who lift you up, with media that inspires you, and with environments that motivate you. When you do this, you create an energy field that attracts success, abundance, and happiness. The more you surround yourself with positivity, the more opportunities you'll see, the more confidence you'll have, and the more success will come your way. Your environment shapes your mindset, and your mindset shapes your reality. So make sure you're creating a space that aligns with your goals and dreams. The universe will respond in kind. Now that we have created a positive environment and aligned our mindset with success, the next logical step is to bridge the gap between our intentions and our reality. We must stop simply thinking and start doing. In our next conversation, we will explore the critical importance of taking inspired action every single day. My friends, in our last conversation, we spoke about the critical importance of architecting your environment for success. We learned that your mindset, your gratitude, and your vision are seeds that can only grow in fertile soil. We understood that to manifest abundance, you must surround yourself with people, media, and spaces that nourish your ambition and elevate your energy. But what happens now? Your mental garden is prepared. Your seeds of intention are planted. Your environment is a nurturing space. But a garden, no matter how fertile, will not yield a harvest without one final crucial element. It requires tending. It requires work. It requires action. This is the most misunderstood and yet the most powerful principle of the law of attraction. Many believe that once you have the right thoughts and the right feelings, success will simply appear. But that is a profound misunderstanding of how the universe works. The law of attraction is not a magic lamp. It is a dynamic partnership. It is a dialogue between your internal world and the external reality. And that dialogue is spoken in the language of inspired action. You can visualize success, you can maintain a positive mindset, and you can set clear goals all day long, but without action, those things are just thoughts and intentions. Action is the bridge that connects your dreams to reality. Without it, you remain in the realm of possibility, not in the realm of results. Now, I know what you might be thinking, but I've been working hard and nothing seems to be happening. Here's the key distinction, and it's a vital one. It's not just about working hard, it's about working smart. The action you take must be inspired, not forced. It must be action that feels aligned with your goals, values, and vision. It must be action that feels right, that feels energizing, that feels in harmony with your desires. When you take inspired action, you feel driven, motivated, and energized. You don't feel like you're pushing a boulder uphill. Instead, it feels like you're riding a wave, effortlessly moving toward your goals. So, what does inspired action look like? How do you distinguish it from the mindless hustle and grind that so many people get trapped in? Forced action is rooted in fear. It's the action you take because you feel you have to. It's driven by a sense of desperation, of anxiety, of what if I fail? Forced action is often disconnected from your true vision. You might be checking off 100 items on a to-do list, but if those items are not aligned with your deepest purpose, they will lead you nowhere of significance. Forced action is a frantic, scattered, and ultimately draining effort. Inspired action, on the other hand, is born from clarity and belief. It's the action you take because you feel you want to. It's driven by a sense of purpose, of excitement, of what if I succeed. Inspired action is about stepping up with a sense of purpose and commitment to the outcome you desire. It's about following your intuition and taking the steps that feel right, even if they're outside of your comfort zone. Inspired action is about moving with confidence toward your goals, trusting that the path you're on is the right one, and knowing that the universe is supporting your efforts. Here's the thing, when you are truly aligned with your goals and you've created a clear vision of success, the action you take will feel much more natural. It won't feel like a chore or something you have to force yourself to do. Instead, it will feel like the next logical step in the process. It will be easy to identify what needs to be done because you'll be so connected to your purpose. And as you take action, you'll notice that the universe begins to open doors for you. Opportunities will show up. The right people will come into your life. Resources and support will appear in unexpected places. This is how the law of attraction works. When you take inspired action, you activate a flow of energy that attracts the right circumstances to you. But here's the truth. Action without belief and alignment is not enough. Many people take action, but if they're doing it out of fear, doubt, or desperation, they're not in alignment with the energy of success. They might be hustling, working tirelessly, but they're not attracting what they want because their actions are disconnected from their vision. The key to attracting success is to take action with a sense of certainty, excitement, and trust. When you believe that the actions you're taking will lead to the results you want, that's when you tap into the full power of the law of attraction. Let's talk about how to stay inspired to take action. One of the best ways to maintain momentum is to trust your intuition. There are moments in life when you will feel a strong inner pull toward a specific opportunity, a person, or a project. Trust that feeling. Don't second-guess yourself or let fear hold you back. Often the inspired action you take is not always the most logical. It's the action that feels right in your gut. When you act from a place of intuition, you are aligning yourself with the universe's plan for you. But there's one thing that can get in the way of taking inspired action: fear. Fear of failure, fear of the unknown, fear of making the wrong move. The thing is, fear is a natural part of growth. Every successful person has experienced fear and doubt along the way, but they didn't let those feelings stop them. They took action despite their fear. They trusted in themselves and in the process, and that's exactly what I want you to do. Feel the fear, acknowledge it, but don't let it control your actions. Take one step at a time, even if it's small, and as you continue to move forward, the fear will start to diminish. Action also requires persistence. There will be times when things don't go as planned, when the road gets tough, and when the results are slower than you expected. But this is where persistence pays off. The key to long-term success is to keep taking inspired action even in the face of obstacles. Remember, setbacks are not failures, they are lessons. Each time you encounter a challenge, it's an opportunity to learn, grow, and refine your approach. Keep moving forward, keep believing, and keep taking those inspired steps. To sum it all up, taking inspired action is about aligning your efforts with your vision, trusting your intuition, and maintaining the belief that success is on the way. It's about taking action from a place of purpose, confidence, and excitement. When you take inspired action, you send a message to the universe that you are serious about your goals, and in return, the universe will respond by bringing the right opportunities and people into your life. So don't just wait for success to show up. Take action, keep moving forward, and watch as the law of attraction works in your favor. Now that we have discovered the power of inspired action, we must turn our attention to the final internal hurdle that can derail even the most determined individual. In our next conversation, we will talk about how to eliminate the negative thought patterns that can poison your mindset even after all the work you've done. My friends, in our last conversation, we spoke about the critical importance of taking inspired action daily. We learned that action is the bridge that connects our dreams to our reality, and that when we move with purpose, belief, and intuition, the universe responds by opening doors. We have built our bridge. We have started our journey. But what if, even as you take those inspired steps, a voice in your head whispers that you're not good enough? What if a thought creeps in, telling you that you'll never succeed, or that it's all a waste of time? These are not harmless doubts, they are saboteurs. They are the final internal hurdle that can derail even the most determined individual. This is the hidden battle you must win. This is the act of becoming the gatekeeper of your mind. One of the most important things you need to work on every day is eliminating negative thought patterns. We all have them, those thoughts that pop into our minds that tell us we can't do something, that we're not good enough, that we'll never succeed. It's part of being human. But it doesn't mean those thoughts have to define you or dictate your life. If you want to truly change the course of your life and attract success, it starts by taking control of your thoughts. Negative thoughts are powerful, but you are more powerful. Every time a negative thought comes into your mind, you have a choice. You can let it control you, or you can challenge it and replace it with something more positive. This isn't about ignoring your problems or pretending like everything is perfect when it's not. It's about changing the way you respond to those thoughts. Let's face it, life is tough sometimes. You'll face challenges, setbacks, and disappointments. But how you think about those things is what truly matters. You can't stop negative thoughts from entering your mind, but you can choose how long you allow them to stay. When you catch yourself thinking negatively, ask yourself, is this helping me? Is this thought moving me closer to my goals? Or is it holding me back? If the answer is the latter, it's time to let that thought go. To eliminate negative thought patterns, you must first understand them. A negative thought is not a fact, it is a story. It is a neurological habit. It is a well-worn pathway in your brain that was likely created in a moment of fear, doubt, or past failure. Your brain, in its attempt to keep you safe, automatically defaults to this familiar pathway. It's an old program that is no longer serving you, but is running on a loop. The key to eliminating these patterns is awareness. You have to become an observer of your own mind. You must step back from the emotional chaos and simply notice the thoughts that are running. Start paying attention to the language you use in your own mind. Are you constantly telling yourself you're not good enough, that you don't have what it takes? Or are you speaking to yourself in a way that encourages growth, possibility, and self-belief? The more you pay attention, the more you'll realize how often those negative thoughts pop up. Once you catch them, you can change them. Here's something important to remember. Our thoughts create our reality. What you think about, you attract. If you're thinking about failure, frustration, or fear, you're going to attract more of that. But if you focus your thoughts on success, positivity, and possibility, you will begin to see more of that in your life. It all starts with a shift in your mindset. How do we practically eliminate these old destructive programs and install new empowering ones? It's a three-step process that you must practice daily. Step one, catch the thought. Every time a negative thought arises, you must stop it in its tracks. Don't engage with it. Don't argue with it. Don't believe it. Just notice it. A simple way to do this is through mindfulness. By practicing mindfulness, you can observe your thoughts without getting caught up in them. You can simply notice a negative thought and let it go. The more you practice this, the less power negative thoughts will have over you. Step two, challenge the thought. Once you've caught the thought, you must challenge its validity. Ask yourself, is this thought 100% true? What evidence do I have to support this thought? What evidence do I have to contradict it? For example, if you think, I'll never succeed, ask yourself, is that really true? Have I never succeeded at anything before? When you challenge the thought, You create a space of doubt around its power. You expose it as a story, not a fact. Step 3, replace and reframe. After you've challenged the thought, you must replace it with a positive, empowering thought. This is the crucial reprogramming step. If you think I'm not good enough, replace it with I am enough and I am learning and growing every day. If you think this is too hard, replace it with I have everything I need to succeed and I will figure this out one step at a time. This is not about being a naive optimist. It is about choosing a thought that empowers you to act rather than paralyzing you in fear. 2 powerful tools can help you in this process: gratitude and strengthening your self-belief. When you focus on the things you're grateful for, it's hard for negativity to take root. Gratitude is like a magnet for positivity. Every time you feel a negative thought creeping in, take a moment to think about something you're grateful for. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's wrong to what's right, and that's incredibly powerful. You also need to work on strengthening your self-belief. Negative thoughts often arise because of doubt. You may doubt your ability to achieve your goals or doubt your worthiness for success. The key to overcoming this is confidence. Confidence isn't about being perfect or having all the answers. It's about trusting that you have the ability to figure things out, that you can learn from your mistakes, and that you can always improve. The more you work on building your self-confidence, the less room there will be for negative thoughts to take hold. Believe in your potential, and the world will respond accordingly. It's also essential to surround yourself with positive influences. The people you spend time with, the content you consume, and the conversations you engage in all shape your mindset. If you're constantly around people who are negative, who complain, or who focus on what's wrong with the world, you'll find it much harder to eliminate negative thought patterns. Instead, seek out people who encourage you, who push you to be your best, and who inspire you to take action. The more positivity you expose yourself to, the easier it becomes to think positively. The truth is, eliminating negative thought patterns won't happen overnight. It takes time, effort, and patience. But if you commit to making this a daily practice, you'll start to notice a shift. Your thoughts will become more positive, your mindset will become stronger, and your life will begin to reflect that. Success is built on the foundation of your mindset, and a positive, empowered mindset starts with eliminating negativity. Remember, you are in control of your thoughts. Every day you have the power to choose the direction of your thinking. Don't let negative thoughts hold you back from achieving the life you want. Challenge them, replace them with positive thoughts, and focus on the possibilities. You are capable of great things. Believe in yourself, take charge of your mind, and watch how your life transforms. The more you work on eliminating negative thoughts every day, the more you'll attract the success, happiness, and fulfillment you deserve. Now that we have fortified our minds, the final step on this journey is to learn to trust the very process we have set in motion. In our next conversation, we will talk about the vital importance of patience, persistence, and unwavering faith in the journey itself. My friends, we have journeyed far together. We began by understanding that the law of attraction is not a passive fantasy, but a practical science of focus and energy. We learned to program our minds with a positive mindset, to create a vivid mental blueprint through visualization, and to set clear, specific goals. We then fortified our environment with positivity and took inspired action daily. And most recently, we learned to stand as the gatekeepers of our minds, eliminating the negative thought patterns that can sabotage our efforts. We have done the work. We have built the foundation. We have laid the tracks. But now comes the ultimate act of faith, the final non-negotiable principle that separates those who succeed from those who falter. This is the act of trusting the process completely. One of the most important things you need to work on every day is learning to trust the process. It sounds simple, but it is one of the most powerful principles you can adopt for success. Life is a journey, not a sprint. Whether you're working on your personal development, building a business, or pursuing a big goal, you will face challenges. There will be setbacks, obstacles, and moments where things seem to move slowly or not at all. This is where most people falter. They lose faith. They begin to doubt themselves in the process. They get frustrated and look for shortcuts or quick fixes. But here's the thing. Success is a process, and it takes time. If you truly want to achieve your goals, you have to trust that the process is unfolding exactly as it should. Trusting the process means believing in the work you're putting in, even when you don't see immediate results. It's about knowing that every step you take, every challenge you face, and every mistake you make is part of your growth. You don't see the full picture right now, but each moment is leading you to where you want to go. Success doesn't happen overnight. It happens through consistent effort, learning, and persistence. Trust the process, and more importantly, trust yourself to keep moving forward even when it feels difficult. Now, I want you to really think about this for a moment. How many times have you started something with excitement and energy only to get discouraged after a few weeks or months when the results don't come as quickly as you expected? We've all been there. We have all looked at our metaphorical garden planted with seeds of intention and felt frustrated when we don't see flowers the very next day. The key is to remember that real progress is often invisible at first. You might not see the changes immediately, but that doesn't mean they aren't happening. Every day you show up, you are building momentum. Every small step you take is a step closer to your goal, even if you can't always see it right away. This is where trust comes in. You have to trust that the work you're doing today is creating the foundation for tomorrow's success. It is the invisible roots, the unseen work, that will one day support the magnificent tree of your ambition. One of the hardest things for many people is patience. We live in a world where everything is moving fast. We expect quick results. But success doesn't work like that. It requires time, discipline, and patience. And the more you work on trusting the process, the more you'll understand that delayed gratification is not only a necessary part of the journey, but it's also what makes success so rewarding. When you see the results of your hard work after months or even years of dedication, the reward is much sweeter because you've earned it. The process, though sometimes difficult, is what makes success meaningful. Trusting the process also means understanding that setbacks and failures are a natural part of the journey. No one becomes successful without encountering some form of failure along the way. The difference between those who succeed and those who give up is their ability to handle setbacks. Every time you fail, you learn something valuable. Failure is just another step on the path to success. When you trust the process, you understand that failures don't define you, they refine you. They teach you, challenge you, and ultimately make you stronger. If you allow yourself to get discouraged by failures, you'll never get the chance to experience the success that comes from overcoming them. One of the best ways to trust the process is to focus on the present moment. Don't get ahead of yourself by constantly thinking about what's next. Instead, focus on doing the best you can right now. Give your best effort in everything you do. Keep showing up. Keep doing the work. And keep learning. As you do this, you'll build confidence in the process. You'll realize that success doesn't depend on the quick wins, but on your consistent effort over time. The more you trust in the small daily actions, the more you'll see the bigger picture unfold. Remember, the process is not always linear. Some days will feel like progress is slow, and other days you'll see major breakthroughs. But it's important to keep going even when things aren't moving as fast as you'd like. Trust that your efforts will pay off. Trust that you are growing even when you don't feel like it. The key is to be patient and persistent. Success doesn't come to those who give up, it comes to those who keep going. You also need to trust that the universe or life itself will work with you, not against you. There are forces greater than us at play, guiding us along the way. When you commit to the process and take action, things will begin to align. Opportunities will present themselves. People will come into your life, and solutions to problems will appear. But none of this happens if you're not in the game, working toward your goals every single day. Lastly, it's important to celebrate the small wins. Every little victory is part of the process. When you celebrate these moments, you not only acknowledge your progress, but you also strengthen your trust in the process. Each step forward, no matter how small, is proof that the process is working. The more you celebrate the small wins, the more you'll stay motivated and focused on the long-term goal. So every day, work on trusting the process. Trust that your efforts are leading you towards something bigger. Trust that setbacks are part of the journey and that with each challenge you are getting closer to your success. You don't need to know exactly how it will all unfold. You just need to keep moving forward, trusting that your dedication will eventually pay off. Success is not a race, it's a journey. Stay patient, stay consistent, and trust that with every action you take, you are building the life you've always dreamed of. Keep going. Success is not a secret, it's a system. We've just broken down the practical guide to that system. Now it's your turn to act. If you want to stop wishing and start manifesting, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more content that will empower you to build a life of purpose. Your future is not a matter of chance, but a matter of choice. Make the right choice today.